like diamonds. I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You weapons, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's for certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. I'm it. Squad. 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 I'm it. Squad.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Giants going up against the Cardinals.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Arizona Cardinals. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Set! Green, 30, Detroit!
On first down, Garoppolo. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Caught by Snead over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Watch it now, Marty. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down, 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Caught right side, Gresham. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Underneath for Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll bite under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
On first down, Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And some room to maneuver. David Johnson on his way. A big run there by Johnson. 56 yards on the ground. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1 yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they... And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Manning. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 55 yards on the ground. Into the red zone now. Manning. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Torrey Smith from 13 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Set. Green, 39.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Garoppolo on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll hand it off now, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Now let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the toss, here's Johnson. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from a yard out, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. Third down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him. They're such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Manning. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Darkwa. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's Barkley. The open man is Smith. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now Barkley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Torrey Smith, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now.
Now Garoppolo. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jerron Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. On the run, Darkwan. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The punter Wing is on as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have moved out in front in that game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Snead's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he steps away. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run with Darkwa. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go! 319! 319!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go! Blue 90!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll drop to throw. Dancing, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go!
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Throw, it's Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back. So special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the